All right, hey guys, so we're going to go over screen sharing, just the basics, and hopefully how to be able to tell what your Zoom participants are seeing, and how to share different windows on your screen, if that makes sense. So it's a bit complicated. Feel free to shoot me an email or and we can set up a time to practice this live. If you feel like you need support, that's what I'm here for. Okay, so a bit of an orientation of what I have set up. I am not in a Zoom meeting right now. This is just my regular, say I'm prepping for class and I want to read a story. This is an example I was going over with a volunteer earlier. I want to read a book together and give them reading practice. I find it very helpful to have that material pulled up on my screen ahead of time, which is, sorry, I'm gesturing at the camera, but it's actually not on right now, so I have to gesture with my mouse. I always forget this. So I find that helpful to have material up before class starts. So as you can see, I have some tabs open. Now we can search for a book that we say I want to read. Sorry, this is kind of cheating. I already have it searched for. Goodnight Moon, I want to read that. I actually have it loaded in a new tab because it took a while. I ran out of things to talk about while it was loading the first time around. So, and they have a lot. If you just type in like this or that book PDF, you'd be surprised what you find. Just be careful on clicking of suspicious links and stuff. So, say I want to read this with my student. I don't need this tab. So this is one window. This is an internet window. You can like move it around. You can see some of the background windows I have. So yes, internet window. And then also we know tabs, different tabs in the same window. See, this is all the stuff it's trying to get me to buy. Ugh. Anyways, what else do I have up that's important to show you guys? This is my Zoom meeting ready to go. Not started yet though. I have two other windows. Now this is my cat window, just for like keeping things straight. Cat window and dog window for example's sake. And this will be important later, so just remember that. Cute dog and cute cat and book. So we're going to go ahead and start the Zoom meeting. And we're connecting. Now, this will be fun to explain. So I believe that we do have it set up that anyone can share screens in a Zoom meeting, not just the host, but you'll have to contact us if that's not the case. Like if you're in a breakout room and you can't share your screen, we had to work with someone on that. So I think it really depends. So anyway, shoot us an email again if you don't have a share screen option, or if you do have a share screen option and it does not work. So we're going to go ahead and click on this. It's this bright green one, really hard to miss. If you're colorblind, I apologize for being insensitive. So now we have these options. This is the desktop one, whiteboard, which someone was showing me. And if you have an Apple device, which I am on a Mac right now, you can connect your other Apple device, which I also have because they kind of own my soul at this point. You can connect this a couple different ways. And then you see here, these should look familiar. We have my book tab, or my book window, my dog window, and my cat window. And then this is just my recipes. So you can see like tuna salad, and this is like lists of recipes I want to try. So now also one more thing, I forgot this last time. Advanced is basic and advanced. For this portion, we are only worried about basic, and we'll try advanced later. But yeah, this is really fancy. So we're just going to share a desktop one. Now, this is a bit different because I am recording this video about Zoom on a completely separate software program. So, but the Zoom is also sharing its own screen. So what your students can see is this. And if you can see this green border that's around my entire desktop, that is what your participants can see. However, we found out that they cannot see this Zoom window, like the Zoom controls from your Zoom dashboard, I guess we'll call it. So that's interesting to note, but you can see everything because this here, this down here, or maybe you can't see it, but there's another separate control center I see for my separate recording software. So And so again, your view is from the host or the screen sharer's perspective. Now, as you can see, they can see everything in my tabs. This is the, so if I open a new tab, they can see that. Look at all the things my internet is trying to sell me. I'm gonna move this around. So you can go through, and as you scroll, your students can see the screen sharing. If you want to have, so-and-so read this and someone name 5 red objects that you see. So stuff like this in a desktop screen share. If I minimize it, they'll be able to see all of these windows. And this may seem obvious right now, but there are different options, right? So, and there is sometimes benefit to splitting your screen like this if you want to have a graphic organizer on one side that you can type in, or a live worksheet, and then have a dialogue up on this side, and as they read through it, fill in the worksheet, something like this. Oh, something I wanted to do, because we had talked about it. This is different than what the participants see, because they should have a split screen of what the screen share is and then the other participants in the side. And they can toggle with that at their will. But if you, as a screen sharer, only have one monitor and you want to see more of people's faces, you can toggle this. See how you can move it around? If there were more people in the chat, there would be a grid option, and you could click that and see more faces, and you can adjust it like so. And ideally, if there were like other people, it would be like 4 little videos instead of just my face. So next time you're in a chat with multiple people, try that out. Okay, anyways, back on track. So this is screen sharing desktop. They can see everything that goes on your desktop. So stop share, that's that. Now, if I want to go to share screen again, and I only want them to see my, so this is interesting. I only have my puppy window here because everything else is minimized. You see that? So if I bring this up, and I bring this up, and then reload the share screen, you'll see all of them again. So if I only want to share my Goodnight Moon window, I can select this, and they will only see what happens on Goodnight Moon on this internet window. And if you watch, if I make this PDF smaller, that green box that shows you what your participants are seeing also changes with the PDF. Does that make sense? So they can't see the cat, they can't see the dog. So yeah, now I'm going to stop the share screen, and I'm going to only do the cat window. And I can't think of a good way off the top of my head to show you how else the participants would be seeing. So, only sharing the cat window. So this could be useful if, say, the cat window is a fill in the blank and you have the answers over here on the dog window, right? You can split your screen like that. So you have the answers, or you have so that's useful if you want your students to see one thing and then you see the answers or something separate. That's a good option, and I'm sure you can find creative ways to use that. Okay, stop share. And I think there was one last thing we wanted to go over. So if I wanted to share a YouTube video or something that has sound that plays on my computer, it's important to click share sound, because otherwise they'll just see a silent video, and they'll be able to hear you talking in the background. Like, so if you want to eat dinner while your video is playing, your students won't hear the video, they'll just hear your mouth sounds, which might be fun. But so you'd again want your YouTube video queued up beforehand in a window, and then just click on it and make sure you hit share sound again. That's the important part, and then share. So any sound that, what does this mean? Okay, so I haven't installed the audio device. That's fine. But so that's how it would go. and stop share. So I think that's most of the screen sharing basics. Let me know if you have questions, and I hope this was useful. So we will end the Zoom meeting and then end the actual, they're so cute, and then end the actual recording.